Be warned, it's intense.
So I'm probably you guys are hearing about the rumor right now, and I'm probably been living under the rock, just like me. But apparently there was a stupid article named, which is none other than comic book news. They are saying that James Gunn is out of DC with Warner Brothers and sale. You know what that means? James Gunn is out of DC, and that's why you can do you restore the Snyderverse. Freak me. Hello, spooky everybody, and I hope you're getting scary from my movie review on Monster Inc. here in a minute. My name is NH Studio Lounge Show, and before I get my movie review of Monster Inc. over with, I have to talk about this nonsense because this has happened in the past few days, and I'm getting sick of tired of these James Gunn haters. I mean, they're gonna keep saying, "Oh, you don't understand, in a studio lounge, James Gunn is a bad director, and Superman is a flop." You know what that means? James Gunn is gonna be out of DC. Guys, I'm probably you guys been listening to Obeying the Girlfriend Test one too much, and at this point, I'm sick and tired of hearing that prick. Anyway, so yeah, there was an article named James Gunn Out of DC, which is the article I'm reading right now, and this article came out on October 11 this year at 4:55 p.m., which that is really ridiculous, and it is from Matt. Guys, don't trust comic book news because this is the same article who was giving lied about Captain Marvel flop, which that is not true at all. Well, the Marvel is a different story because the Marvel was a box office bomb. So yeah, so you want to know why people are saying that James Gunn is out of DC, which is absolutely not ever happening because you already know that James Gunn will always don't give up. You already know that this man will definitely give us what they want. You want Man of Tomorrow in 2027? Boom. There you go. And of course, you want that Supergirl to be like a space movie, to be like the Guardian of the Galaxy, and to be like a light-hearted comedy film like Shazam? Boom, you got one. Or, of course, do you want a Clayface movie? Hey, just have James Gunn to be in charge with Warner Brothers. I gotta said, dealing with James Gunn is a lot better than dealing with David Zaslav nonsense. So I'm probably you guys are wondering why it's happening. Well, there was the finale of Peacemaker, which I haven't seen Peacemaker season 2, which I am very sorry for the. I'm very sorry I'm late for that one, which at this point I might take a break watching TV shows, so that's why I haven't been watching Daredevil Born Again. That's why I haven't seen Marvel Zombies, and I'm pretty darn sure I haven't seen Peacemaker season 2. Well, as kind of a lie because I've been watching some scenes on YouTube, like Lex Luthor cameos, and of course of Hawk Girl cameos, which that was amazing. Which I didn't even know that the fact that this season take place after Superman. Which, yeah, at this point I might I might watch Peacemaker season 2 next month. Anyway, so James Gunn responds to the Peacemaker season 2 finale backlash. Which, yeah, this finale. People said that this finale was a huge of donkey poop because James Gunn was right. And look at his response. There was some random user said, "Have you seen some of the criticism of the show in the final episodes?" This is what this man said, and this is why James Gunn is the GOAT. Definitely not. Definitely not everyone can love everything. I love the episodes, but I understand not everyone does, which is complete fail. James Gunn, you are the reason why you are the huge GOAT, and yet people is just freaking out over stupid stuff. What kind of society we're living in that people don't understand about respect people's opinion? Handle people's opinion, but instead you bash it. Just like all the bad YouTubers these days. Like, what is going on with this world, man? This world needs to change. And is James Gunn out of DC? Absolutely not, because James Gunn is the main leader of the DC studio. Because without James Gunn, we should not have gotten that new Superman movie. We should not have gotten that upcoming Supergirl movie, which I'm very excited. I'm very excited. And of course, we are never going to get that Crayface horror film, which the only problem I have it, which another is going to be releasing on 9/11. Yeah, James Gunn, you better don't make sure that you better the way that Crayface, because that was very disrespectful when you released Crayface on the same day from the most saddest event ever. Yeah, James Gunn, no offense, but please change the release date. I'm begging you. So, Superman box office hit or flop? Well, at first this film was a hit and domestically, but it was underperforming nationally. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, are you telling me that this film didn't even break 1 billion in the nationally? You gotta be kidding me. This is just as bad as much as the Tron era movie, which that film flopped hard, and I do not care. A bunch of news articles are going to keep saying, oh, in a studio lounge, I changed my mind. I changed that the movie was not a flop. Well, look at Morpheus. Yeah, that's what I thought, you breakhead. Anyway, so the 2025 film Superman was a box office hit domestically, but internationally, it was underperformed. And there was one question. Is DCEU dying after Superman flop? Oh, no, it's not. Because you already know that James Gunn will have a game plan. You already know that this man will definitely have a plan. And honestly, at the same time, he is the main leader of the DC studio. And quit doing that Restore the Snyderverse, because that is never going to happen. Like, come on. You are getting a Supergirl movie, right? People excited to see a Supergirl movie. And yeah, sure, people is just getting really party pooper by not laughing that scene about Supergirl cameo that she was acting like so drunk and oh my god. Oh man, that was so funny. When I saw that part on in the theaters, I couldn't stop laughing, and I wanna rewatch Superman movie so badly. Yeah, I wanna rewatch that movie because I think the last time I watched that film, which then I watched that film when I saw that film in theaters, and that's it. So yeah, I watched that film one time. So I might watch that film 2 times when I get the Blu-ray for Christmas. Originally I was getting Blu-ray for my birthday, but one of my family members says I quit buying DVDs, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna save my money, and then I'll show you my Wes Anderson movie DVD, which I got actually. And don't worry, Swifties, a good Swifties. I will definitely make sure to get that Taylor Swift CD because I'm going to get the poster. I'm not going to listen to the CD, but I put it on show. I'm going to get the posters. And of course, in 2027, you're going to get the Man of Tomorrow. And a lot of bad scratch happened for that nonsense because people said that this idea was a whip-off to Zack Snyder idea. Okay, at this point, you just overplaying Zack Snyder like it's better than God. And honestly, no offense, I like Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder's Superman was a wonderful start of the DCEU. But it went downhill since we got BVS, which was donkey poop, and Suicide Squad 2016, which thank God that James Gunn Suicide Squad will always be better than David L's Suicide Squad. And at this point, I was feeling bad for David L because no other studio will control that freaking movie you got going in. So yeah, James Gunn, he does not care about the criticism of the Snyder cultists, because these Snyder cultists are freaking people, freaking mind babies. Get on your freaking computer and get on your research. So yeah, guys, so that was my strong response of this nonsense, and I cannot believe why a lot of people are buying this right now, and I cannot believe a million subscriber named Tower Madnix, he believed this news. Like, come on, Tower Madnix, my dude, my guy, do you not know that this article is fake? Put a crock pot down and please realize that this news is fake. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of fake news. This is the main reason why I do fake news in my mind instead of bringing my fake news on my Media tab. Otherwise, people will get domain babies about it. Why, just like I was announced that Lorax 2 and people think it was real, which no, it's not. No, the heck it's not, because you already know that Universal is not making any more Dr. Seuss anymore because because of the okay review of The Grinch 2018. At least it's way more tolerable than The Cat in the Hat 2003. Even I defend that movie, but a lot of people hate that film. And no offense, you're taking that film way to the extreme. Like, I saw way more creepier than The Cat in the Hat 2003. Like, Mary from Senator, or even the villain from Deadpool and Wolverine, or even Evil Dead Rise, or even... or even the Saw movie, and even Art the Clown. I gotta say, those are way more creepier to see Mike Myers as a Cat in the Hat 2003. I gotta say. So, you guys, so screw this news, screw comic book news, and this is the main reason why and this is the main reason why I don't trust comic book news, and you guys shouldn't either, you prickhead. Anyway, guys, so that was my wish. Yeah. That was my thought on this nonsense. So, people, don't bite it, and comic book news, go fuck yourself. Anyway, so if you enjoy this nonsense, and if you want to see more of this society being stupider and stupider, please, I recommend you gentlemen, you hit a spooky subscribe button, turn on the scary notification, and share the video to all the skeletons. And Tower Madness, you're going downhill, man. Since you believe this news, oh my god. And at the same time, this is the same guy. He was freaking out over Crypto was attacking Superman, which no, it's not. He was playing with Superman, not freaking attacking. And yet you was, but yet in your strong muscle man, you have the strong muscle man getting up and running around like like a 5-year-old. What the frick is a cherish that? You know what? I'm done. Anyway, guys, so this is NH Studio Lounge starting off. And stay tuned after lunch. Stay tuned for my movie review on Monster Inc. And maybe tomorrow, maybe I can do a movie review on Paranorman. Because I'm trying my best not to make my Halloween review month to be all horror movie. Because I might do a review of some horror kids film, like Hotel Transylvania, an example. So this is NH Studio Lounge starting off, and James Gunn, keep up the great work. I do not care what your haters said. And Talamatic, quit acting like childish, dad, you know better than that. And comic book news, go outside and touch grass, and leave James Gunn alone. And you better make sure that this article will not happen again. I gotta said, trusting James Gunn is way better than trusting David Zazel. And if I hear people say David Zazel is way better than James Gunn, I will know it's their opinion, but at the same time, as a result, you guys have lost your mind. And this is it. Now, goodbye.